Okay, then big news coming in, and a good one. If you're an Indian hockey fan, India have registered a clinical 4-2 win against Japan. Of course, India, the much superior team in the contest. India, the third best ranked team as far as the FIH ranking is concerned. Japan finds themselves as number 17. What we're going to do is tell you how exactly the match sort of progressed, and what now this win, by the way, for India means. Now, this essentially means not just the fact that India have gone top of the pool A, in which there's Japan, there's Singapore, there's Uzbekistan, there's Pakistan as well, but what this also means is that India are firstly on top. What this also means is that this gives India a very good chance of making it past the group stage. And next up, as far as India's next match is concerned, well, it's the one that you've been waiting for, India versus Pakistan. That's going to be the next match. And right now, by the way, Pakistan have also done well, but India, remember, have a much superior goal difference as we speak. They outclassed their opponents in the first two matches, 16 goals and 17 goals coming in the first two matches, conceding only one, that too in the second match. And then a clinical performance by India against Japan in China we saw today, and we'll tell you how exactly the match progressed. It was 4 goals that were scored by 3 different players. There was Abhishek, who scored twice. There was Mandeep Singh, who scored in the third quarter, and then there was Amit Rohidas, beg your pardon, scored in the third, and then there was a fourth one also that got added as well. Abhishek scoring 2, Mandeep 1, and Amit Rohidas scoring the fourth goal for India. In fact, since I did mention the timings to you, let me tell you, Abhishek scoring in the first and the fourth, 13th minute and the 48th minute. It was Mandeep scoring in the in the second quarter in the 24th minute, and then Amit Rohidas scoring in the third quarter in the 34th minute. It was, though, as far as the first goal is concerned, which was scored by Abhishek. Well, it wasn't, let's say, the most clinical goal per se, but then it was just good enough because it was a deflected pass, and then he did well to convert that and get a goal for India. Again, India went on and doubled the lead, though Japan were very conservative. They weren't letting India come very close in the second half, in the second quarter, sorry. But India did manage to find a breakthrough in the second quarter as well, and at the end of the second quarter, India had gone 2-0 up. Also, by the way, what had happened in the second quarter is that Japan, for a brief period, were reduced to 10 men as well. They lost their captain because of a suspension in the 20th minute. What happened 4 minutes later was that India in the 24th minute had then doubled their advantage into the third quarter then, and that's where Amit Rohidas came into play. Amit Rohidas with a brilliant flick ensured that India then went 3-0 up, and into the fourth quarter, that's where you had 3 goals being scored. India first were the ones to score in the fourth quarter as well. Just in the third minute, India scored a goal, and it was Mandeep again who had done some brilliant work and dished out that beautiful ball ultimately. But India would be guilty, or would just look back and say that perhaps what would have been the perfect game for them. They could have possibly had a clean sheet over here because you saw India concede twice. It was courtesy penalty corner that Japan scored their first goal, but both those goals for Japan coming in right at the death, right in the last 4 minutes, India conceded twice. So what could have been a perfect game for India, India ended up conceding 2 goals right at the end. But nonetheless, this does mean that a win over Japan does mean that India's winning run in the Asian Games continues. Remember, 2 big wins to precede this particular match, and now from here you're looking at the next game against Pakistan, which will be played on the 30th of September. So that's Saturday. You don't have the Indian team as far as hockey is concerned play tomorrow. They will now be returning on Saturday for the next match against Pakistan. Remember, the top 2 teams from this particular group will progress to the next stage, and India look very well poised at the moment to be able to secure one of those places, rather secure the top spot in this group and progress to the next stage. For now, that's the latest update that we have for you from the Asian Games. Stay tuned to the India Today network here at Sports Today as well. We're going to be giving you all the latest, so subscribe to us, download the AajTak app as well. That's where you can see some of the other stuff that we have for you as well. And for now, I will take your leave.